Hey everybody, it's Brian, and if you're watching this video, you're probably thinking about leaving a relationship. So I decided to make a video to show you the best resource that I have found to help you do that. And by the way, if we're not acquainted already, I just want to bring you up to speed real quick. I'm Brian Pizer from CodependencyNoMore.com, and about 10 years ago, my sister tried getting out of a highly abusive relationship. And after leaving her boyfriend 9 separate times, she finally stayed away for good the 10th time that she left. As it turns out, there were a lot of important things that she needed to learn about leaving and successfully staying away. So she went on to get her life back. She had lost several years of her life, close to 5 years in total, in this awful relationship. And we decided to start a website talking about this recovery time that she was going through. And long story short, through that website, we have connected with tens of thousands of people by sharing all the things that we've learned. And one of those things that we've learned is that it is really hard to have the life that you want when you're with a partner that abuses you and mistreats you and treats you like a possession rather than a person. So if you're looking to get out of a situation like that, then this resource I'm about to show you might help. It has everything that we wish we would have known when my sister was leaving her partner. It's all in one place, and it also has direct access to Kim, who created it, along with a private community of people that are supporting each other toward the same goal. And there's just nowhere else that I have found all those things together in the same place. So this is called the Essential Break Free Bootcamp, and it was put together by a survivor of narcissistic abuse, Kim Saeed. Kim uses her personal experience from a toxic marriage that she was in, combined with research from other experts to put all this together. So let's take a look inside. Okay, here we are inside the bootcamp, and it's laid out kind of like a virtual classroom with all the modules and the lessons down the left side here. The course has a combination of videos and PDF downloads, along with monthly live Q&A calls. There are 10 modules in total, and each one has one or several lessons and exercises in them. And so it kind of kicks off with an introduction and a writing exercise to imagine where you want to be 6 to 8 months from now. Then in Module 1, you begin identifying where you are in life and why. It discusses things like why you tend to feel insecure and how to tell if you have narcissistic abuse syndrome. Module 2 really gets into the nitty-gritty of how to leave. It's a lot of good meat and potatoes, if you will. It has Kim's break-free blueprint, which defines exactly what it looks like, and by the way, what it doesn't look like, to go no contact. There's also a really cool leaving checklist to help you get your ducks in a row before you go. She also shows you how to create what she calls your freedom schedule for how to spend the initial time once you leave, and there's actually a daily tracker that she provides that goes along with that too. Module 3 deals with breaking free from emotional abuse, resisting the urge to contact him or her, and maintaining your dignity during this time. And this is just an extremely challenging time for a lot of people. There's a lot of temptation and some withdrawals that you'll typically go through during this time, so it's really important. But sooner or later, you come to an acceptance of your new reality, and that's what Module 4 is all about. There's a pretty good workbook in here that's all about coming to acceptance and honoring your values. A lot of things to think about and write about and just kind of process through in this section. Module 5 is actually done by yours truly, and it's all about codependency recovery. When I found out that Kim was making this course, we talked and she invited me to contribute some content, so I said yes. And so in this module, I give a 25-minute video lesson about codependency schemas, and finding and identifying and short-circuiting your triggers, the things that keep you stuck where you are. And I, for one, think this is a nice addition to the bootcamp. But moving right along, in Module 6, Kim teaches about the process of healing from toxic love. There's some guided meditations in here. There's cognitive dissonance removal strategies and some affirmations and reflections, along with some open-ended questions for you to answer about rebuilding confidence, self-love, and hope. And then in Module 7, there's a video from another guest teacher about the importance of making new connections after you leave and how to do it. Module 8 is an hour-long discussion about energy healing. Module 9 has some important things that you should know if you're sharing custody with your ex, which is pretty common, and it's really important to know how to navigate that if you're going to be in that situation. And as of this recording, Kim is working on a new module by popular demand about how to know when it's okay to date again. And she's working on a way for people who have left abusive relationships to find a good match for themselves once they're single again. So depending on when you're watching this video in the future, this module may already be complete, or if not, you'll have access to it when it is complete. And there are just a couple more things in here. Kim is doing a live monthly Q&A call now. So each month, you'll actually have a chance to talk directly to Kim on a group call, and you can ask her whatever you want. And lastly, the bonuses include some really cool things like access to a private Facebook group, which also gives you direct access to Kim and a supportive community of people that are all going through similar situations. So here I am inside the group. It's very active. Every day I see people sharing useful things, asking questions. There's a lot of interaction. I chime in from time to time on some of the discussions. And I've been watching people for the past year now make real progress in this group, which is really exciting to see. And you'll learn that finding support after leaving is crucially important. And by the way, I just want to mention, this is not a substitute for good old-fashioned friendships. It is a great thing to have at your fingertips, though, when you're feeling weak, or if you want to share something, or just ask a question. There's also an interesting lesson on how to stop your ex from spying on you through your electronic devices in the bonuses, and there's some other pretty neat bonuses in here too. Speaking of bonuses, I went ahead and created my own bonus for anyone who wants to get the course through my link. And by the way, there's absolutely no pressure to get the course. You certainly don't have to have it to leave successfully. I promote this bootcamp because I know it will really help you do it right the first time and save a lot of time, money, and pain especially. So if you do decide to get the course through my link, which is www.endmyrelationship.com, which should be right below this video too, then I will also give you my bonus, which I call the Roadmap to Respect. It's an infographic I created, and it has 34 things you should do when leaving an abuser. And I break them down into categories 1 to 2 weeks before you leave, right before you leave, when you leave, and the first 3 weeks after you leave. So it's designed to help make sure that you don't leave any open reasons to be in contact after you leave, and to stay strong and be able to move on to healthier relationships when you're gone. So if you go through my link and then forward me a copy of your receipt to bonus@codependencynomore.com, I will send you a full resolution copy of this bonus within 24 hours. And by the way, if you do go through my affiliate link, I'd like to also disclose that I do earn a commission for that, and it's at no extra cost to you, but I do want to be upfront about that. All right, that's it for the look inside the bootcamp. I am here to answer your questions, so if you're watching this on YouTube, you can type a comment below, and I'll do my best to answer it. If you're watching this on codependencynomore.com blog, feel free to leave a question in the comments. Or you're also welcome to send me an email if you want to. That's fine too. I'm at brian@codependencynomore.com. And I just want to say, I totally believe in this bootcamp. After everything my sister and my family have been through, I'm grateful to have found such a resource that's as helpful as this, especially at such a good price. So one more time, if you're interested in this bootcamp, you can get it at www.endmyrelationship.com. All right, thank you so much, and I will see you in another video.